More news coming in the case of the firing at film actor Disha's home in Bareilly. Gangster Mahfooz, alias Bobby Kabootar, was wanted is what we are learning. He provided weapons to the shooters who opened fire at Disha's home. The weapons used in the firing at Disha's home came from abroad. 2 shooters were killed in an encounter and 3 were arrested in this case. Bobby Kabootar, alias Mahfooz, a habitual offender, history sheeter in that sense, is being questioned to determine who directed him to provide weapons to the shooters. That's the story we are breaking at this hour in connection with the investigations of the fighting at Disha's house in Bareilly. Bobby Kabootar behind the brazen attack. He was the one who provided weapons, is what we're learning. Now arrested. This is a dreaded gangster, a history sheeter which I understand was missing for 7 long years. Remember, the 2 other shooters were killed in an encounter. 3 were arrested in the Disha home firing matter. Bobby Kabootar, alias Mahfooz, is being questioned to determine who was directing him to provide weapons to the shooters. What was the larger conspiracy here is the big question, even as the investigations continue. On your screen, Mahfooz or Bobby Kabootar, who's the weapon supplier, is a gangster in the case of the firing at film actor Disha Patni's home in Bareilly. Gangster Mahfooz, alias Bobby Kabootar, has now been arrested. He provided weapons to the shooters. Anshul Singh with the very latest on that story at this point in time. Anshul, talk to us about the conspiracy here. This arrest becomes crucial given that Bobby Kabootar was the man to provide weapons to the shooters.
Well, yes, this is a big success that has been achieved by the Delhi Police Special Cell team. According to sources, this person, Bobby, who goes by the street name of Bobby Kabootar, was actually a person who was involved in several heinous crimes, not only out here in the national capital, but also in parts of Uttar Pradesh and as well as in Punjab. He was primarily accused of carrying out shooting that happened outside the residence of Disha Patni as well. And since then, the UP Police STF was in fact in the hunt of this person. Apart from this, he is a history sheeter, and his name had also come up in the killing of Sidhu Moosewala. He was one of the persons, in fact, who had gone ahead and carried out a recce outside the residence of Sidhu Moosewala as well. Apart from this, there are other cases of shooting in which his name has come up out here in the national capital. So as the special cell has arrested him, they'll be seeking his custody from the court today itself. And once that custody comes to an end and the said accused is sent to judicial custody, it is expected that the UP police and Punjab police would then line up to make sure that the custody of this dreaded criminal is granted to them as well, so that further investigation into their respective cases could actually happen.
What about the motive, Anshul? Even as the investigations continue, 2 shooters were shot dead. But what about the motive here? What is the investigation? How or in which direction is the investigation going in that front?
Well, yes, the police has been able to establish a motive in this entire matter. The UPSTF, in one of its official statement, had gone ahead and said that they are people from the Bishnoi gang itself, and as the modus operandi of the Bishnoi gang is to take some sort of a protection money from each and every person who is capable of giving them, and hence they actually go ahead and try to threaten these people by shooting outside their residences, and then eventually try to give out a message that they are very close to in fact killing them if their demands are not fulfilled. So this time around as well, a similar modus operandi was put in place. But as soon as the incident happened, just in a matter of days, the UP police was actually able to go ahead and do an encounter with at least 2 of the accused, and other 3 were in fact arrested by the UP police as well. And the final accused, that is the 6th accused, which was Bobby, he has now been arrested by the Delhi police, and in the near future, we can expect that the UP police will also try to get custody of the said accused.
I'm going to leave it at that for the moment. Anshul Singh getting us those details at this point in time. We're telling you the very latest as far as the arrest of one of the main accused here, providing weapons to the shooters in the Disha Patni home firing case in Bareilly. Bobby Kabootar is his name, also known as Mahfooz. He has now been arrested by the police. He was the gangster, was wanted in this case, provided weapons to the shooters.